Welcome to Ancestral Life. Today we will look at three pride-building takeaways from the life of Paul Cuffe. How black economic power is a revolutionary act. How we were not just victims, we were veterans, builders, and founders. How citizenship without justice is insufficient, and how we must demand both. I'm Dr. J. David Taylor. Welcome, and remember to subscribe, like, follow, comment, and share. Let's get started. Takeaway one, Paul Cuffe was one of the wealthiest and most independent black men in early America, using commerce and maritime trade as a tool for freedom and to uplift. He didn't just talk about liberation, he built systems to create it. By the early 1800s, Cuffe owned a fleet of ships and ran a successful transatlantic trading company. He employed black sailors and operated out of Westport, Massachusetts. He used his profits to support black schools, black communities, and self-governance. His philosophy was clear: ownership is liberation. Why does this matter today? In an age where black economic independence is still stifled by systemic inequalities and inequities, Paul Cuffe's life says that we were not born to rent. We were born to own, to invest, to build, and to sell. Takeaway two. Long before Marcus Garvey or W.B. Du Bois, Paul Cuffe envisioned a black global destiny, one that connected African Americans with their ancestral homeland through trade, education, and resettlement. In 1811, Cuffe began working with free black communities and the British Sierra Leone colony to promote volunteer black resettlement. In 1815, he personally funded and led a voyage of free black Americans to Sierra Leone, hoping to establish economic and educational ties between African Americans and Africans. He didn't want to abandon America, but he wanted black people to have global options. Why does this matter today? Cuffe reminds us that Africa is not a place we left. It is a place we are connected to. His vision was not escape, but empowerment. Takeaway three, Cuffe believed in the power of black political voice, demanding that black people receive the rights of citizens if they were to be taxed and held accountable under American law. In 1780, Paul Cuffe and his brothers petitioned the Massachusetts legislature, refusing to pay taxes because they were denied the right to vote. This bold move challenged the hypocrisy of a nation that preached liberty while denying it to black men. He later used his status to advocate for civil rights and economic advancement for black communities up and down the East Coast. Why does this matter today? Because Paul Cuffe teaches us you can't have full citizenship without full justice. Representation without equity is theft. Someone said that a black man couldn't sail across the Atlantic and command a fleet. Paul Cuffe did it. Someone said Africa and America had no connections. Paul Cuffe built one. Someone said wealth and wisdom and vision couldn't live in black skin. Paul Cuffe proved them wrong every time he raised his sails. His name is not in every textbook, but his legacy, it built the bridge between black America and global destiny. Today we still face what Paul Cuffe faced. We are taxed but not fully respected. We are seen but not always heard. We are told to stay in place, not chart our own course. But Paul Cuffe didn't wait for permission. He didn't wait for justice. He didn't wait for history to include him. He built ships, he built his business, and he built his people. See, Cuffe wasn't just a dreamer, he was a doer. He didn't talk about Africa, he sailed to it. He didn't complain about the system, he petitioned it, resisted it, and outworked it. He wasn't asking for pity, he was demanding partnership, purpose, and power. He saw the Atlantic not as a barrier, but as a bridge. And he knew that black liberation would take more than hope. It would take navigation, strategy, and enterprise. So what does Paul Cuffe demand of us? Build your vision, your business with vision. Study your roots with pride. Organize your people with purpose. Connect to Africa with intention, because he knew something we forget. We don't come from slavery. We come from seafarers, traders, engineers, and kings. Slavery interrupted us. It did not define us. So now I ask you, what ships are you building? What future are you charting? What legacy are you leaving? Be bold as Cuffe. Be brave as Cuffe. Be brilliant as Cuffe. You are not lost at sea. you are called to navigate. And the compass, it's in your bloodline. So raise your sails, anchor your faith, and chart your own God-given course, because Cuffe did it first, and now it's your turn. My time is up. I'm Dr. J. David Taylor. Thank you for joining us. Please remember to subscribe, like, follow, comment, and share. And I will see you next time.